Good morning and welcome to Documentary Here and Now. I'm Lily Winfield, and today we have an exclusive interview with a survivor who survived the demon child killer. For our today's guest, we will be distorting her voice and her face for her safety purposes. So please come out.
Hi, Lily.
Hello. For her safety purposes, we gave her a special code name, number 2, because the killer is still on the loose. Remember, the killer is still on the loose. Alright, so let's start. Let's start from the beginning. Did you get to know him or?
Unfortunately, yes, I got to know him pretty well.
So how did you get to know him?
Well, you see, when we met, he approached me for a movie role he was doing. And I was interested because, I've been working in the film industries for quite some time. And it seemed like it was just going to be for work, professional, nothing romantic or leading up into that direction at all, and I've been engaged to now my dead fiance. Yeah, it's very difficult for me.
So when you first met him for this movie role, did he ask you for your number? Did you notice right away the signs that he was a psycho killer?
No, that's what's so scary about it because we exchanged information just as if any other connection, any other working connection, or um, just networking into getting leads and job leads and stuff like that. So I gave him my information. He gave me his, and that was it. He said he was going to give me a call in about a couple of days. But then as soon as we departed, I got a text message saying, hey, he went by the name Tony.
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 Yes. So then he said, hi, this is Tony. This is my number. I will be texting you in a couple days with more information about your role or your special role. So whatever, days went. A couple days didn't go by. He called me the next day. But I was working, so I didn't answer the phone. So he left me a voice message. And his voice message was just like, kind of just like him breathing. Yeah, that's when I kind of thought it was weird.
Yeah.
But then I was like, okay, maybe he didn't realize.
Okay, so now did you know that the message was him? You had caller ID, right?
Yes, it was Tony. Yeah, it came up as Tony. I kind of put him down as Tony. Yeah. Tony. Yeah, so then I kind of got concerned because he didn't leave anything. So I didn't call him back.
Him, like, oh, you called me up. This is what I heard, or maybe did you think like, oh, it was a butt dial call,
Yeah, I thought it was a butt dial call because, obviously he would have left a message, right? Yes. But I did kind of get creeped out hearing him breathe like that on the phone. So then, in a couple of days, he did call me, and this time I was available, so I picked up the phone. And he did say that he did have a role available for me, and that if I wanted it. But the role consisted of maybe like some inappropriate scenes that I wasn't comfortable with.
Yes.
So I told him that I would look at the script anyways, and I confided in my fiance then about the role, and we decided that because I wasn't comfortable that we weren't, I was going to turn down the job lead. I didn't want to do it.
Now, after that, did you get any more like weird things happen between you guys, or?
All of a sudden, he started showing up down the street of where I live.
Okay.
Like I would walk down to my bus stop, and he would be across the street.
That's weird.
So then I started getting concerned, and I told my fiance about it, right? So the next day, when I went to I didn't take the bus. My fiance took me to work. But then at work, I saw him waiting for me outside at the end of my shift. So I called my fiance right away, and I told him what was happening. So he told me to go back inside where I worked and call the cops. But by the time I did that, he was gone. There was nobody out there anymore. I started getting seriously scared.
Okay. So how long did this continue? Like the creeping and stalking?
It happened about maybe like, it all happened so fast. Like we didn't even have time to call the authorities. That's how fast it was. And so then maybe like everything happened within a week, like 7 days. Yeah, because by that Friday, me and my fiance decided to go for a walk at, at the park.
From the crime scene, right?
Yeah. So then when we were at the park, we were there, we were just talking and stuff, and then I don't know what happened. I think he was behind us, and my fiance saw him, and he didn't know who he looked like because he'd never seen him before. Only I have seen him before. Even though I kind of described him and told him what he looked like, he still hadn't seen him. And he was wearing kind of like a mask. So that's when my fiance got alarmed, and then he just came and he just came running, and he ran so fast. He was like, he just started stabbing my fiance violently over and over and over.
Here, have a tissue.
Thank you.
I can see this is it's a rough thing for you.
Can we take a break, please?
Yes. Yes. Can we take a break, guys? So welcome back on Documentary Here and Now with our lovely guest, and thank you for coming and on the show. We're gonna ask a couple more questions, if that's fine with you.
Yes. All right.
So you did tell us that he used to leave you some creepy messages.
Now, first started with breathing, right? Then the day of when everything happened.
Yes.
Later on, I checked my phone, and I did have a missed call by him. And I did have a message. And when I dialed to the message was him. And he was saying, wow, 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 yippee yo, yippee yay. Just like that. And I was like, what? And he just kept saying it. Wow, 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 yippee yo, yippee yay. Like repetitively, like right after. That's all he would say. He didn't even finish. Like he wouldn't even finish. He would just say, wow, 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 yippee yo, yippee yay.
That's weird. Did you get any more? Was there like, did he call? Like, did he sing or?
That was just the last one that happened. on that day.
Mhm.
I recently had changed my phone number because he keeps calling and I keep telling the authorities. He keeps leaving messages. And he just leaves it and then he comes.
No, okay. So when he left this message, did he leave it on a special occasion or well, what? Like,
Yeah, that day was like my birthday.
it was.
Yeah, so he called to the happy birthday.
Oh, cause yeah, that song did sound familiar to the Happy Birthday song.
Yeah, it was just so terrifying and horrific. Like, and I keep telling the authorities that he keeps calling, and they just don't care. They just don't care. He's sick. This killer is. That's how sick he is.
Just don't sing that song to anybody. Like,
No.
no.
And obviously, he took big vengeance on me because I didn't respond to his, romantic persuasions towards me because I was already engaged. And he killed my fiance.
What are you gonna do to capture the serial killer? Any plans?
Well, I'm working very closely with the detectives, and they have a very good plan, but they want to kind of use me as bait. So, we're trying to take that very seriously, and because it puts me in danger, because obviously um, the killer is still out there.